Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing you the developments shaping markets, capital access, and business decision-making across Jamaica and the region. Let's get into the stories that matter. The Office of Utilities Regulation, OUR, told RJR News that it is examining whether to impose a fixed billing cycle on the National Water Commission, similar to the 30-day limit applied to the Jamaica Public Service Company in 2008. Under the arrangements, customers cannot be billed for more than 31 days. The OUR says the review is being considered because billing issues account for 69% of complaints made against the NWC between January 2020 and December 2024. Most of those complaints were linked to billing periods exceeding 31 days. As a result, the regulator says it has launched an in-depth study to assess the impact of non-fixed billing cycles on NWC customers, particularly where billing periods extend beyond 31 days. In another 3 months, the government will go to market for the divestment of the Soapberry wastewater treatment plant in St. Catherine, says Portfolio Minister Matthew Samuda to OUR.today. The aim is to double the plant's 75,000 cubic meters per day capacity to 150,000 cubic meters per day to manage the increased wastewater flows from the Kingston and St. Andrew area, upgrading it from a secondary to a tertiary treatment plant. The minister gave the update during a panel discussion at the Cygnus Business at Breakfast event held at the company's offices on Belmont Road in New Kingston last Wednesday. The Soapberry plant is part of a multi-year suite of projects valued at approximately $5 billion that are aimed at increasing the country's water capacity and improve sewage and wastewater infrastructure. I quote, "We will go to market over the next 16 to 18 months, Samuda said." For the trading period of March 27, 2026, the most actively traded securities were Sagicor Select Funds Limited Financial with 5,468,103 units, representing 16.88% of market sales activities. Supreme Ventures Limited with 3,397,677 units, representing 10.49% of market sales activities. Stationery and Office Supplies Limited with 3,050,900 units, representing 9.42% of market sales activities. Investor activity remained concentrated in finance, gaming, and office supplies plays, signaling continued interest in dividend-producing and strategic assets. Turning to the foreign exchange market based on Bank of Jamaica data for March 27, 2026, Forex traders recorded significant activity with strong demand across major currencies. For the US dollar, trading margins reflected steady liquidity with the US selling at $159.16 and buying at $157.30. For the Canadian dollar, moderate gains supported by $1.22 transaction spreads. The Canadian dollar sold for $114.17 and was bought for $115.39. For the British pound, continued volatility offered short-term trading opportunities of $1.37 in profits for the banks. The British pound sold for $209.87 and was bought for $211.24. These movements underscore the importance of cash flow timing and currency awareness for businesses managing import costs, debt servicing, or overseas exposure. For a credit report tip of the day, ignoring your credit report while building a debt portfolio doesn't create immediate consequences. It creates delayed ones that compound across your 20s, 30s, 40s, and become undeniable in your 50s. Too many individuals overlook the fact that credit worthiness can be deliberately built and managed as a valuable financial asset. Instead, they treat credit as a convenience rather than a strategic tool, using it reactively instead of intentionally. Credit, when properly managed, functions like a financial lever, capable of unlocking opportunities, reducing the cost of capital, and accelerating wealth building. Without this mindset, individuals miss the opportunity to transform borrowing into a disciplined system that produces long-term returns. For our funded and focused feature, preparing for funding starts with understanding what your banker needs to say yes. Before you can even schedule the meeting, get your financial house in order. This means up-to-date financial statements, which is your income statement, balance sheet, cash flow. You need a clear business plan and a defined purpose for the funding. Bankers are not just lending to your idea, they're lending to your structure, discipline, and ability to repay. If your numbers are unclear or inconsistent, your credibility weakens immediately. Preparation is not optional. It is the first signal of readiness. And that's today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing clarity to capital markets and strategy. Until next time, stay informed, stay intentional, and keep building forward. See you soon.